Yo, what's going on, guys? Watomarmelon back again. As always, if you enjoy this sort of stuff, like, subscribe, that sort of stuff. Check out the eBay links in the description. Clicking it before making a purchase helps me, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So hopefully this video will be a lot shorter than the first one, because I'm not going to go through every single card. I'm just going to go through the general markets and point out a few. So if we just look at the Starlight Rare market, you can see that from August 1st to August 16th, so about 2 weeks, the market index for Starlight Rare has dropped around 4.5%, which is a much more significant drop than we had previously seen, although that was, one half the duration. Notable ones include Black Rose Dragon dropped significantly, almost $50 right there. And then Exodia, the Forbidden one, its market price went from 530 to 476. Another huge loss. A couple of them didn't really have any sales, like IP Masquerena and Apollosa, and so it might have gone down even more than that had they actually had sales. But Starlight Rares went down 4.5% in 2 weeks is not something to scoff at for sure. So not doing too well there. Collector's Rares went down even more than Starlight Rares, 5.5%. A couple notable ones to point out. We have Scapegoat, which it only went down a little over $2, or I guess it's $2.50. But when it's worth $17, that's a pretty significant decrease. Card Trooper went down $2.50. Again, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you look at the overall value, that's about 10% of the card value, which is pretty significant. Toon Blackluster Soldier went down $8, not a very significant decrease, but a lot of these smaller ones going down quite considerably, just in terms of percentages. The absolute raw value was not a ton, but they went down, pretty significantly. So Collector's Rares, 5.5%, that's pretty significant. Secret Pharaoh's Rares, they went down 0.5%, not really significant, I don't think. Most of them just kind of stayed the same or went, down by a fraction of a percent. In fact, all of them went down by about a fraction of a percent. Slifer the Sky Dragon went down $1.50 or so, which, when it's $200 is basically nothing. So really not much going on in terms of the Secret Pharaoh's Rares. There aren't as many of these, and also they don't sell as frequently, so not a ton of sales and, not a huge drop there. And then we look at the Ghost Rares. Ghost Rares did not perform particularly well, but weren't as bad as the Collector Rares. They went down 3.3%. I guess a notable one to pick out is the Winged Dragon of Ra. This one went up a bit. Actually, I can click on this one because we're just going to show this one. If we look at the trajectory of this card, maybe we'll go over 6 months. You can see that for the first edition, it was climbing, and then it's fallen off quite considerably. I'm a bit interested in Ghost Rares because they're not doing a Ghost from the Past 2, so there aren't going to be these huge injections of Ghost Rares into the market. And because of that, I think there's a reasonable chance, who knows what's actually going to happen, but there's a reasonable chance that Ghost Rares end up doing okay because they're not going to be mass printing them as they have been the past 2 years with Ghost from the Past. So we'll see where they end up. Collector's Rares are ones that I'd be a little concerned about. Also, I'd be concerned around Starlight Rares because quarter century Secret Rares are sort of flooding the market, taking a lot of the value from Starlights. And then Collector Rares, there's going to be that rarity collection where Collector Rares probably are going to be very easy to get. Other than that, a couple of other ones that decreased. Red Eyes Black Dragon went down a couple of bucks. Dark Magician Girl went down a little over $12. Yeah, a little over $12. But, not too much to say about that. The overall index went down about 3.6% over the past 2 weeks, which is not a good showing from the index. I have a feeling it's going to continue to go down over the next 2 weeks at least. Remember, these market prices take a little bit of time to actually be realized, so, the actual developments over the past 2 weeks often are not reflected in the market price. It might be reflected more accurately in the next market watch. So we'll see what happens to everything. Modern cards as a whole have been going down for a while. We'll see where they end up. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like. And it's been your boy Watomarmelon. Peace out.